Hi everybody, how you doing? So if you're wondering what I've got on, I'll explain this first. I wanted to do a haul video because I haven't ever done a haul video and I thought it'd be cool. Today I went to a little tiny thrift shop that I didn't even know if it was going to be open. It was late Saturday, so I went and checked it out and found out jeans were only $2, $5 if they're high end. So I was going to show you kind of what I got in the jeans department. I got a few other kind of interesting pants that I'm not sure what they are. But what this is, I make prairie dresses for Mountain Man Rendezvous. So this is your basic prairie dress. But I wear them around the house because they're very comfortable. And when I get home, that's the first thing I do is put my dress on, or my, whatever you want to call it. They're like an old granny nightgown kind of, but a little bit different. I make those too. Anyways, so let's get started. Like I said, most of the pants were $2. A lot of the pants were only $1. These are some really, really nice Columbias. They have that little pocket there. They have a zipper and two little snaps. And I got these for $1. So I thought that was pretty cool for $1. And then, let's see here. Found these Carhartts, which Carhartts are always good. These are 38 by 36s. And they're like new. I mean, seriously, they have very little wear on them. And, you know, so on the regular Carhartt tag, of course. But just really nice jeans. Really nice jeans. Let's see what else we got. This is a Carhartt as well. These are a little bit different Carhartts. I've never seen these with this kind of a pocket before. Maybe I just never noticed. This one, though, doesn't have any tags. No tags. So, of course, I had to measure them. But again, these were, I think these were 2 or 3. I can't remember what. No, these were 2. And so, got these. Got several pairs of Carhartts. These are, brand new Lees. Brand new. 30W. So they're a woman's 30W. And these were $2. But you know, you can't hardly beat that price for, I mean, I'm not going to get a huge sale on them probably. And a lot of this stuff will go on Depop and Posh because that's where it will sell. eBay's great, but eBay's been very good to me. But I recently started cross-listing because I need to up my game. I'm semi-retired and I need the money to survive. If I want to do anything but just pay the rent and electricity and drink tea and eat toast, I'd like to do something else. So these are Levi's. These are 4230s. And all these jeans were in really good shape. Really good shape. So these are 4230. And near as I can tell, made in 2021, so not vintage or anything, but still really nice Levi's. Let me see what these ones. Okay, these, I love finding these. These are Cinch, and Cinch is an excellent seller. I mean, the pockets alone you could practically camp out in. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the color on the zipper. It looks so funny. But yeah, so this is a Cinch. These are 4436, so really big. Big. But still, like I said, they're really good shape. And I always check the crotch because, you know, people wear them out. Especially here in Wyoming. And I'm sure in other states where they have a lot of horseback riders and cowboys. We have a ton of cowboys here because we have ranches everywhere. And they wear their jeans out so bad right in here. And right in the knees. Usually right in here, there's usually either patches or just really thin fabric or even a hole. Because that's where they set the bales of hay when they pull them off the truck. They catch them right there. I know because I used to help out on a ranch a few years ago. And all my jeans right there on your upper thigh were just beat up. This is another nice pair. These are Q Babies, which Q Babies still do okay for me. Not great, but okay. These are really good shape. Again, I always check the crotches. What is the, these are 13, 14. So, you know, I think it's a, I can't remember if it was a 32 waist or what, but nice and long. The hems are still in really good shape, although people don't seem to care too much about that. And what else we got? And then these, I never saw these before, but wow. When I did some research on them, these are called sawbucks. I know that's probably backwards, but that's sawbucks. These are a 42. And this is like a hunting pant. And see, they look new to me. I don't think they were ever worn. I mean, they don't even look like they've been washed. But they're 90% nylon and 10% spandex. And the sell-through rate, I mean, the sale price of them is way over $100. So I didn't really pay too much. I'd never even seen them. So I just, because they were $2 and they looked good, I threw them in the cart. And then when I got out the car, I was looking at them. I'm like, wow, these are old. These are old Calgary 20Xs. And these are just some, you don't see these very often anymore. Super high waist, which is actually coming back into style. But yeah, Calgary's kind of cool. Original rise, relaxed fit. Ladies, I think they're ladies. Yeah, they're ladies. But I thought those were cool. Then these, this is a Cruel Haley, and I love these pants. I have a pair of these and I about wore them out already. And I bought mine new, but these are Cruel Denim Haley. And these are the 29.7 regular, yeah. So they're kind of small. Not my favorite thing. I like to prefer to get the bigger sizes, but these are brand new. So I wasn't turning them down. No way. And these, the L&B, the Lucky and Blessed ones, these are really nice jeans, and these are moms. These are really nice little runaround jeans. They're kind of stretchy. People love these things. And like I said, a lot of this will sell on Posh or Depop, and probably on eBay as well. Here's something I'd never seen before. I knew the brand name was Arc'teryx. I knew that. I've seen them. I've read about them, but I've never found one. So I picked them up. Obviously, these were only $1. I can't remember, something about the jeans and something. That's the way they're priced. But I did not know anything about Arc'teryx. And then I'm looking at them and looking them up when I got in the car. I always try to go through a few things. And these are Felix, P-H-E-L-I-X. Very high-end, very expensive jeans. And again, these look like they're brand new. So I don't know if somebody just cleaned out a closet that somebody passed away, or I don't know. Outgrew their clothes, undergrew their clothes. Maybe, I know a lot of people are losing a lot of weight these days. These are Addicteds. I think that's how you say it, Addicted. Not the greatest sell-through rate, but again, these pants look like they're new. These are smaller too. These are, yeah, they're 2s. So I don't think I've ever been a 2. If I was probably 10, maybe. So in really good shape. Let's see what else we got here. This is a pair of Cinch, which, like I said, I love Cinch. These are, where are these? Oh, let me find the, where are you? They're 2008, so they're older. 40 by 36. Little tiny print there. So really nice shape, very good. Crotch is in good shape. Super high-waisted, but really nice pants. And then I found these. Another pair of Cinch with the tag, which is always nice. And that's a silver label, I think. And these are 30 by 30, so a little smaller, but very nice. Yeah, silver labels. Brand new, men's, as far as I can tell. really good shape. I mean, just surprised how nice some of these pants are. These are another pair of cinch, and this one is 31 by 34. So, you know, maybe they outgrew them because I got 30 30s, and it goes up to 31s and 32s and then 33s, and I'm like me, you know, my hips are forming a rain gutter for my waist. I mean, I'm old, so things happen, you know, stuff happens. But again, really nice shape. They look like they were barely worn. There's no wear in the crotch at all, so I don't think these were worn hardly at all. I believe, let's see. Yeah, so they're really good shape. Let's see here. And then these, I don't know why I got these. They were $1, and they're just little, like, you know, little cropped bikinis, size 12s. I thought, you know, somebody might want these. Summer's coming up eventually. I mean, Wyoming hasn't had much of a winter, so can't really say that it's been cold a few days, but we haven't had enough snow at all. Usually by now I'm cussing because I've been shoveling 2 or 3 feet of snow. And I don't think we've had a total of maybe 5 inches if we're lucky. These were so cool. These are New Balance with the tags and everything for $1 because they're not jeans. And they're an extra large tall. But here's what because I'm an ex-Navy wife, this is what I found so great. Look at this. This is so great. I just was like, wow. They're in such good shape. Yep, USMC. We worked with a lot of Marines when I was a Navy wife. And these are like really nice, extra long, tall, of course. Beautiful pants. What else we got here? Oh, good old Miss Me's. I'll pick up Miss Me's any day if they're under $5. They always sell. They're not quite the sell-through rate they used to be, but, you know, they're still good. The blingier the butt, the better. This one's not super blingy. I had another pair that was so heavy it ran the shipping up because of all the bling on the pocket. These are 27 signatures boot. So still really nice. Again, the crotch isn't worn, so it makes me wonder, where were these pants? You know, where were all these pants at? And then the other pair, these are another pair of cinch. These are called M2 Relaxed. These are 34 38s made in Mexico. They're cotton, so no stretch to them. Super nice pants. Really nice. Really, really nice. So I love to find cinch, like I said. They're always, this has got what's called a loop lock, which is kind of cool. So basically, I don't know what that means, but I imagine, being a seamstress, I would think that means it keeps that loop from being jerked out of the, because you know, this fabric is only going to hold so long if you got a belt on. This is the place that gets a ton of stress, is in the back. So that's a great thing, is having a loop lock. Anyways, that's kind of where we're at there with the jeans. And I wanted to show you something else I found that was $3. Look at this little jacket. It is so nice. It's like brand new. It's a Columbia. It's a medium women's. But I don't, again, it's like it's never been worn. It's never been washed. As far as I can tell, I sniff everything. It's a bad habit. I walk around the thrift store. That smells okay. But you know, you get stuff. I wanted to show you something else too. I've been selling a lot of chore coats. I mean, all kinds of chore coats. This is a Jones, New York denim, which I've never seen, with a flannel lining, which is pretty cool. And this one's big. This is a, I think this is a 3X, or yeah, that's a 1X. It's a big coat. It's a woman's coat. But I sold a Gloria Vanderbilt denim coat. What was the other one? It was a Old Navy. Christopher and Bank. These chore coats, these denim coats are very popular. And some of them are like 25, 30 bucks you sell them for. So you can't beat that. And then here's the one last thing I wanted to show you. And I normally don't pick up any kind of underwear, but this was new. You could tell it had never been washed. It was new. Look at this. It's in such good shape. You know, there's 2 of them. It's the waffle weave. These are Indera. They're called Indera. You see that? And the great thing was, it had the pants with them. Right? $3. I mean, you know, you just can't beat that. I found some other cool stuff, but like this Starbucks coffee cup. I know people think, oh, Starbucks doesn't sell anymore, but I still do really well. I'll probably put $10, $12 on this, and I paid $25, I think. So, yeah. So that's kind of, oh, one more thing. Check it out. I think I found this brand twice in 15, 20 years. It's so cool. I thought about giving it to my son-in-law. It's a JNCO, Junko jeans. So neat. It's just a beautiful shirt. And that wraparound dragon print, it's just gorgeous. It's really pretty. It's got his little label down here. Everything checked out. I found a few fakes. I have. This isn't one of them. So this one's definitely going to be listed. Oh, and then I got this one, this Untuck It. Isn't that pretty? And again, it feels like it's brand new. I'm pretty sure this one's never been worn. It's just a pretty little Untuck It shirt. Untuck It, you know, not the greatest sell-through, but it's worth picking up. This was $25. I couldn't turn it down. It was only $25. It's brand new. Columbia polo. Can't turn that down. No way. And this one, I seriously thought about keeping this, except it's too big. But I really love this. Isn't this neat? This is a Eddie Bauer. Oh, I didn't notice that. How strange. It's an Eddie Bauer, but it's big. It's a nice t-shirt, sweatshirt. But see, there's no pilling inside, so it's or if there is, it's very light. It's like it was barely worn, or maybe it was worn over something. That's possible. So that's kind of what I found today. And I have a bag of jewelry. I bought this bag of jewelry, which had a ton of things in it, including there's a pocket watch in there and all kinds of stuff. So I'll be, oh, that's a neat, I didn't even see that. That's some kind of a belt buckle. I will be pulling this all out to see what it is. I might do a video on it. I don't know much about jewelry. So it's one of the things I really need to learn. And then I got some, I got a lot of these little tops here for $1. Just little, you know, baby doll type boho tops. They sell really well. Not great, not a lot of money, but it's money. Anyways, I kind of wanted to do that, let you know what I'm doing. I post a lot of stuff about walking around the river and taking the grandkids out and going to places, but I don't do anything with my reselling. So I wanted you to know, yes, I actually am a reseller, and I do get a lot of inventory. The thrift shops in Wyoming that I go to, the Goodwill store runs about $3.75 for shirts, $4.75 for jeans. They do mark up some of the stuff like Carhartts, and lately they've been marking Columbia up to $8. I don't know why, but they miss a lot of stuff. I found some real big, good stuff there. I picked up a pea coat too. It's a small pea coat. It's a 36. I picked up at this thrift shop for $5. It's a woman. Well, it looks like it was tailored to a woman maybe, but they didn't really have. It's from the 50s. I can tell that just from the label inside. It says, I can't remember what it says. I would go get it, but I'm going to end this video here shortly. But yeah, so check out my store if you want to. It's Rocky Mountain Reseller on eBay, and Poshmark, I believe, is Wyoming Lady. But yeah, I will put somewhere, I don't know, in my YouTube video maybe. But I wanted you to check, I wanted to show you this. This is so cool. I had never been to this thrift shop. I came across it completely by accident. It's a little tiny thrift shop. It's about the size of I think it was probably 16 by 40, like a little trailer house. And it's a senior citizens thrift shop that they started to support the senior center. Now they're two separate entities because the senior center broke off because it's a government thing and they have to be separate and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that's how it was explained to me. I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily true. But that's kind of what, you know, I walked in there thinking it's probably like all the other thrift shops. But most of the thrift shops around here that are non-denomination, 501(c)(3)s or whatever you call it, you know, nonprofits, most of them are very reasonable. There is one here in my town. They're pretty expensive. They want $5 for jeans. They want $4 for blouses and stuff like that. But I go in there and I get brand new pairs of cinches and brand new pairs of crewel, the ones that I like, for $10. And I'm okay with that because if it's for me, I'm fine with that. Now, that's not a great sell-through price because, you know, $10, if you want to do at least 5 times, you're not going to get $50 probably. But if you sit on them for a while, you might. I don't know, maybe. But I have found some bangers in there too. You know, sometimes I find some really good stuff in there. And then there's the other little thrift shops. There's a little tiny one down here just in northern Colorado that I go to. It's about 60 miles away. Everything's $2. You know, dresses, jeans, shirts, whatever. They don't mark anything up. So that's kind of cool. And obviously not great, always not a great return. I mean, I can't always find stuff there. So it's a trip, but you know, it's tax deductible and it's a fun trip. You go down into the mountains and past the rivers and you're driving through Wyoming and northern Colorado and maybe see 5 cars. And that's always nice. Of course, I live in a town of 1,400 people, so that's not unusual. But I just wanted to touch base and let you know what I'm doing and show you the jeans I found. And I will do another thrift haul because I have a bunch of shirts as well that I wanted to show you. So have a great day. I'll talk to you later.